Hi guys, this is the second part of the recoil tutorial series, and today we'll actually be setting up some of the functions. So I don't want to waste your guys time, so I'll just tell you guys what to do. So first of all, just go to your tools and we'll need two C++ classes. One will be a character, and if you already have a character, so what you can do is tools, new C++ class, create a character, and then when you create that, just name it whatever you want and head into your class settings, and under your parent class select the class that you just created. Then what I want you guys to do is again go create a new C++ class, and this one will be of type actor. Then once you create the actor class, I want you guys to actually create a new blueprint class of that. So I have named mine cpp underscore main game weapon. So this will be our weapon, and we'll just name it bp underscore weapon. So this will be bp weapon, let's say master. So we can have derived classes from this, like we could have like each one for different weapons. So once that's done, you can open that up, and if you want you can add your weapon model in here, and you can add like a collision component or something, but I'll show you guys in the next part if time permits. But for now we'll just be setting up the functions, so I won't waste your guys time here. You can just pause the video here and check. I want you guys, so once you create the character base, whatever character class you created, Visual Studio should open up on its own, and it should take you to the header file of the character. If not, just navigate on the top or inside your project folder. So when you do that, I want you guys to include these header files, and for this one I'll also leave them in the description, so you guys can just copy paste them. I won't waste your time. So now this one is going to be your weapon class, whatever you created. I named it cpp underscore main game weapon, so I'm using that name. But if you named yours something else, you'll need to set it to that name and include its header, and make sure you set it to public while creating it, otherwise it won't work. And for the variables guys, if you want to make use of Unreal's reflection system, you can use the U property macro. Otherwise, if you don't really care about it, or if you really don't want to deal with all this, I've left the variable names too in the description. You can just copy and paste that over and everything will work fine. And if you guys have any questions regarding this, you can ask it on my Discord server. Link is down in the video description. So under your second public section, under your tick, what I want you guys to do is just ignore the health variable for now. This was something we did in a previous tutorial. I want you guys to create these set of variables. So it's down in the video description. So one will be of type uCurveVector. Remember we included the header over here. And we'll have a few timer handles and a few rotators, as well as a variable to track whether or not the recoil is happening now or not. But these are the two most important variables without which your game is actually going to crash. So I've made these two blueprint read write, but you need not make this one blueprint read write, the PC ref. You can actually create that, initialize that actually right inside of the begin play here. So as soon as the character is possessed, you can just call get player controller and just set it to PC ref, or you could directly use get player controller, but I'm just storing it in a variable which I will store on begin play in my blueprint class, so hence blueprint read write. Now this one, the next one is going to be another U property, and this one is required to be blueprint read write, because we will be using this in order to set our weapon reference inside of our parent class, derived class. So this one is going to be called cpp weapon, and it will be of our weapons class pointer type. So if we have this object reference, we can actually get the variables inside it. So let's say you had different damages for each weapons. So inside of the weapon class here, again you could go ahead and create child classes. So create child blueprint classes, and I have created two variables, fire rate as well as recoil curve. You can create more. So coming to that now, so once you create the weapon class, once again you should be taken inside this cpp main game weapon.h. So once again I want you guys to include the curves as well as create these variables here. So one is fire rate and second one is recoil curve. Of course you would have other things such as damage over here, but I'm not covering that. So these two are the variables which are required for our recoil system to work. For your other systems you may have a different system. So now guys, let's actually head into a few of the functions. I'll be showing you guys one or two of the functions today, and we'll continue that in the next part because I don't want to make it too lengthy. And again, questions on my Discord. So let's continue guys. Alright guys, back inside our character base. So the functions we need are first of all the recoil start function. So let's just type in u function and we'll make this blueprint callable. Again, if you have your left mouse button bound in C++, you could just call it from C++, and this will be called, and this will be of return type void. We won't actually return anything. So recoil start, oops, and yep. Now another u function, again blueprint callable. So this one is going to be recoil stop, and we'll have a few more functions actually. So we'll just remove the blueprint callable from this. We'll just be running all the functionality in C++. So this one we are actually going to be calling recoil timer function, and we'll again copy and paste this over, and we'll be calling this recovery timer function. So recovery timer function, and then we'll make another u function and we'll just call this recovery start. So once we have all of this, so recoil start, recoil stop, recovery start, recoil timer function and recovery timer function. So we can just create definitions for each one. So create a definition. Alright guys, so now let's actually just set up some of the basic functionality here. So let's just do the recoil stop. We'll do the recoil start in the next one because the functionality is a bit more complicated. So in the recoil stop, first of all what we'll be doing is we'll be setting b recoil to be equal to false, and let's just set up some things inside the tick. And I would suggest you guys remove the super tick if you guys have. I do not recommend running tick in blueprints too many times. It's fine but for today's systems, but I still feel running things on tick in blueprints isn't a good idea. So inside of here, let's just type in if b recoil. Let's just have squiggly brackets, and again else if. So again we'll have b recoil recovery. These are the variables which we created, and again we'll just have squiggly brackets. We'll set up the functionality in the next video, and then after this I want you guys to do get world and want to get timer manager. And once you get the timer manager, from that I want you guys to call set timer. Alright guys, so inside of this let's just have a recovery timer, and the object will be this, and the function we'll be calling is going to just let's just actually check the parameters and make sure just have the brackets over there. We have the timer handle, and we'll need our character base. So just type in ampersand a character base, and let's actually call our recovery start function, and we'll set it to 0 1 for the time, and we'll set looping to false. So that's pretty much it actually. Just make sure I spelled that correctly. So recovery timer function here. So that's pretty much it. Just terminate that with a semicolon over there. So that's basically it for this video guys. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys do post it on my Discord server, whose link is in the description. and in the next part we'll try to finish as many functions as possible and then set up the weapon spawn and test the recoil system out, guys. And if it is helping out, make sure you guys do leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the bell icon so you won't miss any future videos. But for now, goodbye.